this is important that you keep in mind. The diameter of the camshaft is bigger than the diameter of the gear of the camshaft is bigger than the diameter of the gear of the crankshaft. All right, important. This is very important, and don't forget the crankshaft rotates 2 times and the camshaft 1 time. And yes, the camshaft, because the lobes that you have on the screen, those lobes in contact with the rocker arm, in contact with the lifters, and the lifter with the push rods, and the push rod with the rocker arms, and the rocker arms press and compress the spring, and the valve open and close. It's a simple schematic. In order to locate that position, end of the compression stroke and both valves close, the gear of the crankshaft and the gear of the camshaft, they have different marks, like the marks that you can see on the screen on those gears. They have marks on the gear of the crank and marks on the gear of the cam, and both marks should be aligned. In the moment that both marks are aligned, the piston number 1 is on top the center and both valves are closed. This is exactly the timing procedure. And if the engine is on time, those marks are aligned. In this particular example, the example that you have on the screen right now, there are other additional gears. The other gear over there is the gear of the oil pump. The other gear in the middle, I call that gear the crazy gear, because it's free, it's spinning free. It's not driving nothing. Yeah? And the other one, the other gear, is for the raw water pump. Of course, those gears, the gear of the raw water pump, the gear of the oil pump, and the crazy gear, they don't need to be aligned. The only gear that should be aligned with some specific marks are the gear of the crank, the gear of the cam, and the gear of the fuel injection pump. The diesel engine starts only in the perfect position of the timing. If not, it's not possible. Yeah? The diesel engines require too much precision, too much calibration. For that reason, you need the manual, and you need to follow the steps recommended in the manual in order to obtain the 0 position, the timing position. All right? This is very important. If you don't have the service manual, don't try to touch the engine. If you don't have the specific picture related with the timing, don't try to touch that engine. And now we are going to check what happens if the nose is pointed, or if the nose is rounded, or if the nose is flat. How those shapes affect the performance of the engine. For example, we are going to check the picture number 1. The nose is like a point. What happened with that shape, with the shape of the number 1? Probably the valves open too fast. Exactly the same like with the number 3. They are pretty similar, number 1 and number 3. Oh, the valves open too fast and close too fast. Quick open and close. And let me check the other one. For example, number 2, the valves open in a long period of time. The valves stay open for a long period of time. What happened in the shape number 4? The valves close slow, take too much time to close. Yeah, for that reason, you need to keep the shape of the lobes originals according with the manufacturer specifications. In a gasoline engine, the camshaft engage with the crankshaft by means of the timing belt or timing chain, like the picture that you have on the screen right now. And the camshaft in the middle, in between the lobes, have a gear, and that gear engage with a gear on the shaft of the distributor. And additionally, the shaft of the distributor have a groove where the oil pump engage. In other words, in a gasoline engine, like the picture that you have on the screen, the oil pump, the shaft of the oil pump, engage with the shaft of the distributor and engage with the camshaft. Three elements work together: camshaft, distributor, and oil pump. In a diesel engine, the engine ignites the combustion chamber because the injector open and inject the fuel. Each injector in a diesel engine with mechanical fuel injection pump open when the fuel injection pump send the pressure to each injector according with the rotation of the fuel injection pump. In other words, the function of the fuel injection pump and the function of the distributor is basically the same. The distributor in gasoline engines and the fuel injection pump in diesel engines. And now we are going to bring the engine to top dead center with the time aligned, with the marks of the timing aligned. I love bring the engine all the time to top dead center, piston number 1, with the time aligned. In this particular case, the marks are not aligned. The mark of the crankshaft and the camshaft are not aligned. However, the piston is in top dead center. This is because it's the end of the exhaust stroke. I am going to bring the piston to top dead center again with both marks aligned at the end of compression stroke. Alright, and right now both marks are properly aligned, and once again the piston is in top dead center. This is exactly the position. This is exactly the position, and right now we are ready to remove the camshaft properly. And right now I am ready to remove the camshaft carefully with both hands. One person, never try to work two people at the same time because the second person can damage your fingers. One person carefully, be careful with the bearings, the main journals carefully with the plain bearings on the block. Those are the plain bearings over there. Be careful with those bearings. Exactly, carefully. One person with both hands, careful with the bearings. And this is the camshaft. This is the camshaft. The camshaft is composed for, in this particular case, for the main journals, the main journals, and the same. Those are the plain bearings that received the journals, the main journals. Alright, those are plain bearings embedded in soft metal. Each of these have one bearing inside of the block. Each of these one bearing inside of the block.